Today, y'all, I've got a special treat. Jamie Deen's in the driver's seat, y'all. And he's picking his favorite recipes from our family tree. I love it. I love it. First, Jamie's fixing his hearty Southwestern avocado and black bean salad. This is beautiful, y'all. Look how pretty. And then we've got a mouth-watering balsamic-glazed London broil.
Man, that smells so good.
Served up with scrumptious sweet potato wedges and a side of my niece Corrie's bacon-creamed spinach. And dessert, y'all, is one of our little Jack's favorites.
And big kids, too. I know your husband would get behind this.
Strawberry banana ice pops. You know, I have a lot of happy days. But today is an even happier day because Jamie's in here with me preparing some of his favorite recipes for y'all.
Yep.
So tell them what's up, son.
This is the Southwestern avocado and black bean salad. You know, Mama, salad is one of my favorite foods.
I know y'all love salad.
And I love the Southwestern aspect of this. And Mama, this is the simplest, tastiest salad that you can have, and it takes 2 minutes. So if you want to help me get started, Mom, just eyeball a quarter cup of that extra virgin olive oil.
Well, you know, I see that you've got my favorite ingredient up here, and that's an avocado.
Yep, I've got some avocados in here.
You can't go wrong.
And we're gonna need...
All right, about a fourth of a cup, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
And a couple of shakes of hot sauce.
And to that, I'm gonna add a half a cup of fresh chopped cilantro.
If you didn't like cilantro, though, you could certainly leave that out.
You could leave it out. I mean, some people like it and some people love it.
I've grown to love it over the years.
The 2 tablespoons of lime juice that we put in here kind of cuts that flavor a little bit. And it just gives it an earthy, south of the border flavor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the base of the salad put together real quick.
Where did the little Oh, I can do it right here, can I?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna do some romaine.
Door limes.
This may be the first time that my mama corrects me on the show.
What? What are you talking about?
Because how many times did you chase me out of the kitchen for cutting lettuce instead of tearing it?
What?
A lot. She didn't want me to bruise it, but it sure is quicker to cut it.
It is.
So I've got a head of
I'm
romaine.
not as anal as I used to be. I've mellowed with age, Jamie.
I've got a cup of cherry tomatoes that I'm gonna just cut in half here.
In the winter months, y'all, I turn to cherry tomatoes because they have a better flavor than the regular tomatoes do. This is a juicy lime, Jamie, because you didn't want but about
2 tablespoons.
Okay. Do you want me to put it in the
Yes, ma'am.
cilantro?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want me to start cutting the avocados for you?
Yes, ma'am, you can do that. Slowing down in your seniority. Now don't mess that up because we want to cube this and leave it chunky.
I have slowed down. Boy, howdy, I used to be fast, so.
You know what's hard for me to believe?
What?
You were my age when we started our business. Doesn't that sound incredible?
Isn't that weird?
Yep.
I thought I was old.
I thought you were too. That's gonna be beautiful.
Oh, it's looking great already, son.
Okay, Mom. Let's put some of our other stuff up in here.
Okay.
We've got some fresh kernel corn that we've thawed out.
So you've got fresh frozen then?
Fresh frozen, yes, ma'am. If you would, put 2 cups right over here.
Okie doke.
We're gonna toss all this, but trying to make stuff look pretty is a hard habit.
This is beautiful, y'all. Look how pretty. And I love the fact that you're just using the heart of the romaine.
Just enough of the outside to give it some deep green color.
This is gonna be delicious.
Now this is 2 cans of black beans that we've drained and rinsed off. And rinsed them because, you know, they got a little...
Yeah, they can get kind of sticky.
That's a lot of black beans, but that's what makes it such a hearty, filling salad.
Yeah, this can be a one-meal salad because you've got your protein from the black beans and you've got your cheese group, you got your vegetable group.
Yeah, if we throw a stick of butter in there, it'd be the whole Deen family food pyramid, just about.
Yes, it would.
And we've also got, kind of staying with that Southwestern flavor, we're gonna put some pepper jack cheese up in here. So Mom, if you wanna, let's cube up some of that cheese.
Okay. How much of this cheese are we supposed to use, Sonny Boy?
As much as we want to. Why don't you chunk up about a cup?
Okay. This is probably very close to a cup. Now, would Jack eat this, son?
He would. He loves beans and corn and tomatoes and avocados. He's warming up to lettuce. Oh, that's one piece too many. That's perfect. Okay, now let's dress it, Mama.
If it's all right, I'm gonna put just a little cracked black pepper on that. It just looks so deserving of black pepper. And I'm gonna just salt it a little for you. That looks really, really delicious, Jamie.
Yeah, it's important, y'all. Don't feel like you have to turn this to death. We don't want to kill it. We're just going to toss it enough so that the
all right,
dressing
well, why don't you
coats.
just toss some on your mama's plate? And don't be stingy with the avocado. Ooh, yay.
Great goodness.
Son, that's fabulous.
Super simple too, y'all. You can believe this.
Just fabulous. I love it. Coming up, more fabulous family tree recipes, y'all. You must have stole this recipe from me. Jamie's Balsamic-Glazed London Broil. Plus, we've got 2 of the perfect sides. Yum, yum. And later, a guilt-free dessert. Isn't that yummy? I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break. I love it when Jamie's able to come over and get in the kitchen with me.
I love doing it with you.
Oh, gosh, I'm so happy. Now, all these recipes that we're doing here in the kitchen today are some of our family's favorites. Now, we're fixing baked sweet potato wedges.
The biggest thing is time in the kitchen to prepare a healthy meal for your family. And when it's dinner time for Jack, it's dinner time. So I don't have time to cook like I used to. You know, it has to be on the table when he wants it on the table.
I hear you. Our little Jack, y'all, is doing wonderful. And he's getting a mind of his own. I love it. I love it. I told Jamie, I said, you just wait until that little boy starts thinking on his own. And
About the time when that happens, he'll be pulling shifts at the restaurant. Now I'm gonna put 1 stick and 1/4 of butter here.
Okay.
We're sticking with the traditional Southern flavors of the sweet potato, which is butter and cinnamon.
All right, so put me to work. Anything you want me to put in here?
To that, let's add 1½ teaspoons of cinnamon.
Okie doke.
And all we're gonna do with these, y'all, I scrubbed them clean and I peeled them and I'm gonna cut them into wedges. And we're gonna throw this in this pot. We're gonna glaze them real quick and then we're gonna bake them off.
That's all I do? What's the brown sugar for, son?
That's coming up. That's gonna be for our London broil.
I love London broil. And you know, I don't cook that very often.
Well, we're gonna broil it today. You know, a lot of people in their kitchens are you hear broil and people are afraid to do a broil. And it's a great way to do a bigger piece of meat and get a good flavor out of it.
It's very quick.
All of these are. And see, now, this is tightening up just a little bit. This is gonna be the syrup for our potatoes. Sweet potatoes are one of the best carbs that you can have. So good for you, and kids love them, and it's got a really good flavor, especially with all this butter.
All right, now, son, do you want me to start seasoning your London broil?
If you want to, that won't take but 2 seconds. And I'm gonna put these on our baking sheet and do a little salt and pepper. And we're gonna bake these at 400 degrees for about 25 minutes until they're soft.
And I'm using a nice kosher salt on this. I just prefer the kosher. I love the big grains, and, you know, I like to rub it into my meat.
Don't be afraid to rub it in, especially with this that I'm gonna brush a really flavorful glaze on top of that.
Those look delicious.
Aren't they beautiful?
All right.
Okay, you can turn that off. I'm gonna pop these in the oven.
Wait. Why don't I drizzle that butter over them?
Okay.
Can I do that?
Sure.
Because, look, that's some good stuff in there, son. I say let's not miss it.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
sweet potato sticks. Yum, yum. And that smells so delicious with that cinnamon. Now, I'm gonna wash my hands real quick, because I've been rubbing all over that London broil.
Mom, I'm gonna put these in at 400, okay? And they're gonna cook for about 25 minutes or until they're tender to the touch. The sauce that we're gonna do for this is real simple. Balsamic is one of my favorite flavors that I'm cooking with right now.
I love balsamic too.
I got a third of a cup of this balsamic. I'm gonna add a bay leaf, and I'm just gonna crush this. I'm not gonna cut this garlic up because I'm gonna pull this out before we brush it onto our London broil, so I'm just gonna crush it. If you want to, Mama, why don't you measure up the brown sugar?
Okay, now how much brown sugar, son?
1 tablespoon of brown sugar.
Okey-doke. So you're just gonna let that thicken up just a wee little bit.
I want the flavor of the garlic and the bay leaf and the brown sugar to get in with that tartness, that crisp taste of the balsamic.
Is that going on the meat?
We're gonna brush it on that London broil, and then we're gonna broil it. It depends on what temperature you like your meat, but for a 3 to 4 pound London broil like we're using here today, it'll probably go, I like mine medium, and you like yours a little less, so I'd say we'll probably go
about medium rare.
Yeah, it'll probably take you about 15 minutes, maybe 7 minutes on each side. You're gonna wanna flip it so you can get a char on both sides.
Whereabouts should we set our broiler?
I've got it on the top rack.
You do? Okay, so we're gonna have to watch it close.
Oh, that is so good. You can turn that off now, Mom. I'm happy with this.
Okay.
I'm gonna remove the garlic and the bay leaf. Okay, well, let's get it brushed.
Sounds great. Okay.
Man, that smells so good.
It does smell delicious. All right, now we're gonna do the other side.
What we'll do, you see we've got some that's washed over a little bit.
Gosh, it's strong.
Just kind of pick him up and.
Yeah. Yeah, that's already is looking caramelized.
Okay, this is looking fabulous, Mom. Let's put this on our sheet pan that I've got lined with tinfoil back here. Do this with your tinfoil. That'll save you a lot of trouble trying to scrape this balsamic glaze off of the pan.
Yeah, because it's gonna stick.
Now that is gonna be awesome.
That looks delicious, and I'm just gonna take my hands.
Don't be afraid to touch your meat.
I'm gonna just take my hands and rub that in and around.
I'm gonna cut it right. That's gonna be my piece right there on the end.
That's your piece. Okay, I'll take the other end.
Okay. We're gonna pop this in the oven, y'all. I'm gonna broil it. I'm gonna, like I said, 7 minutes on each side.
Sounds good. Jamie Deen's in the driver's seat, y'all. Taking Miss Daisy for a ride. Up next, we're cooking the tastiest cream spinach you'll ever eat. It's just good, good, good. And later, a treat for the kid in all of us. I can't hardly wait.
I can't hardly wait either.
I hope y'all are enjoying the show, and I want to hear from you. Tell me what recipes or videos you'd like to see me make by just leaving a short comment below. Now, let's get back to the show, y'all. Welcome back, y'all.
Welcome back, y'all.
What is it?
This is the kitchen that has everything. Mom has glasses that you put on, so onions.
You're not on the set of Mighty Mouse. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Oh, no, it's Jamie. Those didn't help your son.
Mom, you know how many onions I've cut without special made glasses?
All right, y'all, we're gonna do a wonderful cream spinach here. Another one of my favorite vegetables. I've fried up 3 strips of bacon, nice and crisp. And I'm gonna keep that bacon, the fat from the bacon, in that pan. Jamie is mincing us up a half of a yellow onion.
That's about a half a cup, y'all.
And I'm gonna, now that this has cooled off a little bit, I'm just gonna mince this bacon up because I'm gonna throw it back into our spinach. We've got the potatoes that are ready to come out of the oven. We've got our London broil in the oven.
This, y'all, is the very ground floor of so many of our favorite recipes, and that's a little bit of bacon renderings with a fresh onion. And then we're gonna add some heavy cream, so
we use
this is a good start.
A lot of the fat that we render from our bacon, y'all. Smelling good.
But I want to cook these down. I don't want them to be super crunchy, so
Okay.
I've got them down pretty good if you want to add your spinach.
So we've got, the dogs are hungry. We've got a 12-ounce bag of fresh baby spinach leaves.
This is the size that Brooke and and Jack will go through a whole bag in one meal.
Well, it really wilts down quickly. Do we need to add a little butter?
You know what, Mama? It's your house and your show. If you want to throw some butter in here, but I'm fixing to put a quarter cup of heavy cream on top of it.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna put a little butter because, that wasn't a whole bunch of...
Y'all can tell this is my cousin Corrie's recipe and not Mom's, so there'd have been butter in from the get. This looks beautiful. I'm gonna add our quarter cup of heavy cream.
Okay. Well, while you're finishing those up, I'm gonna get out our potatoes, Jamie.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pull our London broil out too.
That oven feels good and warm. I'm kind of chilly this morning. Look at these. Look at those beautiful potatoes, y'all.
Gorgeous. Put them right there, Mama. Let's get ready to eat.
Okay, I'm so ready.
Y'all be sure now, a good tip when you're doing anything, when you're broiling it in your oven, is make sure and leave the oven door cracked, because this is super high temperature and the meat's so close to the top that you want to be able to keep an eye on it.
It will burn on you in a minute. Oh. Jamie, did you add a little salt and pepper to this?
No, ma'am, I did not.
All right, well, I'm gonna add a little salt and a little pepper.
Look at that beautiful piece of meat.
Oh! And you'll always want to remember, y'all, when you're cooking London broil, you'll want to slice it on the bias. Otherwise, this can be a chewy piece of meat.
I'm gonna dump this spinach out.
Okay, just put it in that bowl right there. And I'm gonna take our bacon, and I'm just gonna put that on top of our spinach. It looks great. Now, if you'd slice up our London broil. Did our London broil get a little overcooked, son?
You know, a little overcooked, but today is not the dog's lucky day. I think we're gonna soldier through it.
Looks good, though, son.
Did I cut enough?
Looks good. Well, you cut enough for me. I love the darkness that brown sugar gave the meat.
And it's that deep base of the balsamic vinegar, too.
Beautiful, son. Just beautiful.
Gorgeous. And so simple, too.
Well, come on over and have a seat, son.
Ooh, goodness.
Looks delicious, doesn't it?
Sweet potatoes are perfect.
Are they? Love, love, love a sweet potato, Jamie. The color.
It's not that overdone.
Sorry, Deen.
Right here.
Delicious, son.
Spinach is awesome.
Coming up, we've got one more Deen favorite, a delicious frozen treat.
How's that taste?
So good. I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break. We've been talking about the family tree, hadn't we, Jamie?
Family tree, Mama.
Family tree. Recipes that have been handed down to us, and then we hand them down to the next generation.
Yep.
I can't believe that I am now the matriarch generation. It seems like yesterday I
Is that a fancy word for the old lady?
Yes.
Just kidding.
Well, this recipe is just perfect for little ones in your family. Jack loves these because it's got his favorite stuff in it, strawberries.
And big kids, too. I know your husband would get behind this.
And we're gonna start to make this, son. We're just gonna use one, I think it's like 3 1/4 ounces of instant pudding. And this is a banana cream flavor.
Yep.
We're gonna put in 1 3/4 cup of milk and just 1 tablespoon of sugar.
God, that pudding smells so good.
Doesn't it smell good? All right, now we're gonna put in 2 cups of fresh strawberries. And we're just gonna slice these up. And they don't have to be perfect.
How many of these do we need?
Just 1 tablespoon of sugar. All right, so we're gonna put in our 2 cups of fresh strawberries and just smooth that out, son. Now we're gonna pour this into our little popsicle containers.
You know, when we were kids, we used to do them in the ice cube trays with toothpicks. How's that taste?
It's so good.
It smells awesome.
That is so good. That banana pudding just gives it a great flavor. Now we're gonna let these freeze for about 3 hours, y'all. 3 or 4 hours. All right.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, Jamie. All right, so let's stick these in the freezer. Oh, look at them. I can't hardly wait.
I can't hardly wait either.
Now, if they're frozen real hard, y'all, you can run these under warm water. Isn't that yummy?
It really is so good.
Perfect to pass down the family tree to.
Jack loves them.
Gosh, I've had a good time with you today, son.
Thank you for having me, Mom. I love you. Thanks for having me on. I was just kidding
love
about
you
the old
too.
lady part.
No, you weren't. But you know what? One day, you're gonna be the patriarch of the family. Hey, y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if y'all enjoyed this week's full episode Friday, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, friends.